Daniel Knolla. I'm a freshman and I'm studying biochemistry at Newman University. The reason I chose Newman was because it was a close and it was also kind of small. So it was more of a community instead of like a widespread web of students. You get to know everyone pretty well. There's so many different kinds of people in here. There's people studying medicine, there's people in the theater program. It has one of the best nursing programs in Kansas. You have so many opportunities to do jobs, do volunteer work, and it's one big family that all wants to help each other, all wants to be friends, and they all just want to get through college together. Well, I lived off campus. I lived about 20 minutes from here. So every single day it was at least 40 minutes. And I was assuming that I remembered everything the first time that I left. A couple days I had 2 drives back. It would take about an hour and a half. And then I always felt like I was a little bit missing out on some stuff, especially when I had to leave at night. There's always like the times where I'd come back and there'd be this super funny story about someone who did something while I was not here. And it's definitely a different experience to always be there and always be parts of those fun times. And it's kind of a different experience compared to if you stayed at home where you were all friends but you weren't really like a big family. A difference between living here and off campus is you might have some long nights. You're gonna be here a while studying with your friends and you're gonna realize at the very end, wow, I have to go home. I'm really tired. There's a big difference between realizing that once you're done, you can just walk into your room, go to bed. That's all you have to do. So when I moved on, one of my biggest concerns was whether or not I'd like my roommate, which I'm sure is a concern for a lot of people. But you can actually request your own roommate. So I'd known someone previously, my friend of mine, Ian, who wanted to be living on campus because he lives so far away, similar to my situation. But he didn't know if he wanted to because he didn't want a bad roommate. So once we got to know each other a little bit, we decided that we want to be each other's roommates, and it's been super chill. We both respect each other's time. If we have to do homework, we can help each other out and study together, that kind of thing. They run about 2 programs every month. You don't have to go to them. They're fun. You should go to them, but you don't have to go to them. I remember one time I walked out of my dorms and there was just brownies everywhere. I didn't know what to do with myself. Newman just got a new science building pretty recently, and it's super state-of-the-art. I don't even know how many labs there are in there in total, but one of the opportunities I got was to be a lab, kind of like a lab technician, and it's kind of like a lab assistant, but I do a lot of the background work. I get paid for it. I go into the back of the lab, I deal with a whole bunch of experiments, I help set up the experiments, I do a whole bunch of lab work. If you think about like a scientist with a lab coat and like pipettes and stuff, that's what I have to do. And it's a great experience, especially for those going to medicine.